It's really an emergency. After almost 2 years, we should have a viable solution in place.
They arrive on the island and they're housed under jail conditions, basically.
If that camp was full of 6,000 animals, there would be an outcry around the world because you couldn't keep animals in that condition.
These people need more. They need more. They need life. They don't came here to die.
We believe that they've lost faith, that they will do what they have to do in order to solve the issue.
If anyone's seen the Moria camp, we should call it Moria prison. It's prison, it's not camp.
My name is Grigoris Kavarnos and I'm a clinical psychologist with MSF on the island of Lesbos, Greece. They arrive on the island and they're housed under jail conditions, basically. For me as a psychologist, there are a number of issues that need to be dealt with. The overcrowding is one of the issues, and this is a big issue at this point in time, especially with the conditions in the camp, with people living in tents. But this is only one of the issues. There's a whole lot of other issues that impact on the mental health and the well-being of my patients. Not being able to access food without having to stand in a line for hours. Not being able to access legal support without having to stand in a line for 10 hours. Not even being able to go to the toilet or wash their face in the morning because of the lack of water and the lack of facilities. Now, a lot of times what I say is that even if you were to take a person without any prior negative experiences and you were to place them in the conditions that exist in the camp and make that person live there for a month, they will develop mental health problems by the end of that month just because of the conditions in the camp themselves.
If anyone's seen the Moria camp, we should call it Moria prison. It's prison, it's not camp. We don't look for law, just as normal life. And when we came here, it was like surprise to find a different place. Like we were thinking it's better life, it's better. It's like heaven, but it's hell right now here. It's hell, it's not heaven.
You have 6,000 people living, well, living is not a word, in a detention centre. This is a prison, and we are locking up children who are fleeing bombs, war, persecution, ISIS, and we're locking them up and basically treating them. If that camp was full of 6,000 animals, there would be an outcry around the world because you couldn't keep animals in that condition.
I want to say when I was living in Moria, we were living in a tent, and every night there were fights and we couldn't sleep. They were even throwing stones on our tent, and my sister was crying. I think she started getting some depression problems because she was crying and we were not safe, and it was a very, very unsafe place because there were fights every night.
My name is Marios Andriotis and I'm the senior advisor of the mayor. We believe that the root cause of the problems that Moria is facing right now is the overpopulation of this site. It's really an emergency. After almost 2 years, we should have a viable solution in place, and we don't. And we believe that they've lost faith in the European Union and in the central government, that they will do what they have to do in order to solve the issue.
Greece has become the prison camp of Europe. The island has 8,000 refugees on it. They're not going anywhere at the moment. The winter is fast approaching. The only policy the authorities have is to try and move people before the winter sets in. Last winter we actually stood and watched people die in summer tents, frozen to death because Europe refused to do anything, and they're just refugees, so they don't